Windmills, solar panels, biofuel. Green energy and the jobs it might bring has been a key part of President Obama's agenda. And until November, it was on Congress's list as well.
Well, there are, in Congress, in a variety of energy bills, there are incentives through tax credits and other means to promote renewable energy, wind, solar, biomass.
That's Robert Blue of Dominion Power speaking about the energy bills being debated in Congress last spring. Dominion is one of the largest energy companies in the United States, and it supported climate change legislation. But Ken Green of the American Enterprise Institute in Washington says a new Republican majority in Congress is likely to put such bills on the back burner, especially if it includes so-called cap and trade.
I would say that cap and trade or any large climate bill is probably dead for the rest of the president's term.
That could be good news to some other industries because of the cost involved in complying with any new climate legislation. Truck drivers filling up outside Washington say they don't need any more expenses.
To fill this truck, you're talking $300. And I mean, that's, it's ridiculous. I had my own truck 10 years ago and it was 99 cents.
AEI's Ken Green says even tax incentives or subsidies for alternative energy may be cut.
There were a bunch of projects in the stimulus bill that supported green energy, supposedly, and created green jobs. But, of course, there's not going to be another stimulus bill, and these green jobs turn out to be completely unsustainable in most cases. So with the Republicans having control of the House, there's going to be no desire to renew subsidies to wind and solar power.
Despite the sea change in Congress, President Obama's administration remains engaged with the international community on climate change, taking part in the climate conference this month in Cancun, Mexico. Still, Lisa Friedman of the environmental publication Climate Wire says there is some frustration with the U.S.
What I hear in these interviews that I'm doing with negotiators from all over the world is kind of an exhaustion with the United States. A lot of them were very frustrated during the Bush years and really expected major things from the Obama administration. That things aren't happening on the timeline that they'd like to see, and there's a lot of frustration with that.
All is not lost, though, for those who want to see more movement on the environmental front. AEI's Ken Green says Americans may still see some climate regulation going into effect through the Environmental Protection Agency.
EPA's got a huge amount of power. EPA arguably is the second most powerful agency in the country that permeates people's lives more than virtually any other. And they have a huge amount of power and a willingness to use that power regardless of what Congress wants.
In 2009, the United States agreed to cut carbon emissions by 17% from 2005 levels over the next decade. I'm VOA's Rebecca Ward for Going Green.